Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Polaric coming at you with a brand new video, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 mistakes people make while practicing their aim in Kovaaks. So Kovaaks is actually an FPS aim trainer that you can get off Steam for about $10. This is well worth the investment if you're trying to elevate your gameplay and your aim to the next level. Almost every pro has Kovaaks and constantly practices it as a warm-up or as a cool down before going to bed. This just really elevates your aim to the next level if you play it consistently and do all the right things. Now, some people will say that you really don't need Kovaaks and that it's unnecessary just because there are in-game creative maps that you can practice your aim with. And although this is true, Kovaaks is still very necessary to practice different aspects of your aim. So specifically, Kovaaks is made to, overall, it's going to improve your mouse control and your aim mechanics. However, the in-game trainers, which are also still very important, they focus on mainly the game mechanics, such as the recoil, shooting the character models, the reload time, and stuff like that. So they do have different aspects of your aim that you need to practice, and both are still very important, and you should be practicing both if you're still trying to improve your aim. But yeah guys, now that we've addressed that, we're going to go ahead and dive into the first mistake people make. Mistake number 1. The first mistake people usually make while playing Kovaaks is that they will only play Tile Frenzies or different versions of Tile Frenzy. Now, although Tile Frenzy isn't necessarily a bad scenario, practicing only one scenario is the problem. We have 3 different aspects of aim, which consist of click timing, tracking, and target switching. Tile Frenzy falls into click timing, and that way you're only practicing that. When tracking, you still need to be practicing your SMG aim if you're still trying to improve your overall aim. I'm pretty sure this trend has come from popular streamers just trying to beat other people's high score just for the clout. But yeah guys, don't be a fool. Make sure you're practicing all 3 aspects of your aim. Make sure you're playing things that practice your tracking like close long strafes, bounce 180, and make sure you're doing target switch scenarios as well. Mistake number 2. Most people are only looking at their high scores, and this is really ineffective because most of your scores are based off of RNG on where the tiles spawn and stuff like that. What you need to be recording is your average score from a certain number of scenario or challenges. So say you play one scenario 5 times, make sure you get the average of that score and then test it a different day. What I have personally done is I've made an Excel sheet, I believe on Google Docs, that I can share with you. I'll go ahead and put it in the comments that you can just change the values and change the name of the scenarios you play, and it'll give you the average of your training session. And you can use this and play multiple days just to compare them and see if you're getting better overall. Mistake number 3. Training your aim too little or too much. Now, ideally, you should be practicing your aim for about an hour to 3 or 4 hours a day, depending on how well you want to improve. Now, between this, make sure you are taking breaks, at least like about 5 minutes between each set of scenarios. So say you play 10 scenarios, 10 challenges of Tile Frenzy, make sure you take a 5-minute break. Now, this is going to protect your wrist. Make sure you are also stretching out your wrist and doing some exercises. And make sure you are being consistent with how much you're training. Don't expect to improve just by playing one scenario a day, once a day, for a week. Now, if you're actually looking to improve, it's going to take about an hour a day. And make sure you stick to that schedule if you really want to improve. Mistake number 4. People will be using their wrist to aim and not their entire arm, which has led to people injuring their wrist. Now, when you want to use your arm versus when you want to use your wrist is when you use your arm, you want to be doing the large angle flicks, the large angle movement. But when you're starting to track something fairly small, you want to go ahead and using your wrist. That's mainly what that's used for. Now, a specific mechanic and scenario that I have used that I believe VF Aimer has come up with, Aimer7, I'll be linking him down in the description. He taught me this. Basically what you want to go ahead and do is go ahead and play Tile Frenzy Standard 01, divide your cents by 3, and put the FOV at 130. Now play this about 10 times, record your scores, and get your average. Now compare that to a different week after you've done it a couple times. And this should really help with your aim mechanics, it should feel really slow when you start playing it, but that's the point. You're trying to move your arm as much as possible and get down the basics of your mechanics. Mistake number 5, practicing only what you are good at. Now, this applies to almost everything. I know some people that will just practice Tile Frenzy over and over and over and try and get that high score. You're not really improving your aim doing this constantly, and is not the most efficient way to improve your aim. Now, if you're really dedicated to improving your aim, you're going to go ahead and play all different types of scenarios, even the ones you're bad at and you hate. Now, for me, I personally dislike passive scenarios because I am the worst at them. Now, I practice them the majority of the time while I play. Now, this has actually helped with my aim, and I've noticed that it's a weakness in my aim, and so I've been practicing it more and more, and it is paying off. And just keep practicing what you're bad at. This will help you lead to overall better success while aiming in game and in Kovaaks. Yeah guys, that's going to be it for the video. If you do like this type of content, make sure you drop a sub. We are almost at 300. I know we can do it. Make sure you drop a like and a comment. Let me know how this helped your aim a week from now. Make sure you go follow my socials. But yeah guys, it's been real. Peace.